Hello, this is Luis. Today I'm introducing our v0.0.3, a new version that we just released internally, and we will showcase a video of a normal workflow that a person would do in a day-to-day interacting with Aware. So we have integrated Jira, which you can see in the background, which is a project management application or software that many businesses use to track their daily operations, such as creating projects, assigning issues, and so on. So here we will go right into the sample. For today's demonstration, I will request my assistant to go into my Jira task and get first the highest priority one. So let's go a little bit faster and we will see what happens here. First thing the assistant will do will be creating a tailored team on the left side, which in this case contains only a specialized worker, in this case the Jira one. And it needs to first go to the project, in this case Aware, find all the issues, filter by my ID, let's say, and understanding which is the highest priority that I have assigned. In this case, the issue one is Aware 5, and later we'll go into details, but you can see here there's a detailed description which contains mainly like the assistant go back to me and say, okay, this is the task that you have to do. Let's stop for a second because the task is quite relevant. It's like we want to find the application of beta work, go to the URL, get the data, find how to fill it based on our Notion documents, and then prepare a draft. So I request to the assistant to do this autonomously. And now we can see. So here, again, a team has been created, in this case, a team that contains the Notion expert and the web search expert. The first thing that I need to do is go to the web, in this case, an Airtable, which it already did in the first step. And once that it has this information, need to fetch which is the relevant information between our documents that is important in order to fill this document. So now the Notion expert is thinking, and it provides a summary about how this can be done. And in the last step, again, the Notion expert will now save this in our Notion page. I think this is a good use case because many persons are doing this kind of task in their day-to-day, maybe going to some web page or some application, gather some structured data or some info, and then combining it with their knowledge or the information for another application to create a more tailored document or any other kind of file, let's say. So there we go. I get a notification back from the assistant. It tells me that the BetaWorks application has been stored in the Notion, in our Notion page. So I just went into my Notion, I opened the new file, and you can see here we have now a very tailored application for use case, which I think is quite cool because this will help us to later iterate over this data and provide the final version. So it's very interesting because it really went field by field, filling it with the information that we have available about us. So cool. Now that we have this, the next thing that we want to showcase is how it goes and try to do the next one. So imagine you just finish it, you make a review, maybe you iterate with this with your assistant, and I ask him, okay, go to Jira and set this as completed. This is quite good because you can just say, set this task as completed, and you don't need to know how to interact with Jira. You just use natural language. And next thing that I will ask is, which is the next? In this case, let's go even a little bit faster because it's the same behavior than before. It goes, it identifies my task, and something important happened here. So now all of them are medium priority. So the assistant release this, think about this, figure out and tell me, okay, which is the one that it should prioritize. So I say, okay, let's go into this number 6. In this case, the number 6 is something like, okay, go and find the AI innovation about Apple. Here we wanted to stop the video on the last demo until Aware 5, but something very important happened that we want to showcase, some emergent behavior. So I'm iterating here with the system, asking him to do this, and now this is the point. Like it tries to complete this by creating a team with only the Jira worker, which maybe is a way to do this. The Jira worker tried to figure out, and it returns the description, which was not discovered before, but also a summary of potential next step that can be performed. In this case, it set the task as a city where it should not, but some emergent behavior happened, as I said before, that the assistant, instead of going back to me and reporting, it decided that it needs to continue creating another team with the right capabilities to perform this task. So that was something that we didn't expect, and I think it's quite cool. So he said, okay, another team is working now into that. And once he figured out what he needs to do from the task, then the team is going to do this. So there we go. Now this team is, again, going, in this case, going into Google, finding different URLs, not fetching just from one, gathering all this information into a coherent structure, and then saving into Notion. I will just jump faster because this is very similar behavior than the one that we said before. But in this case, only one detail. We are not requesting to store it on Notion. We want to do it on Confluence, which is another database that also many businesses use. And here you can see how easy it is to integrate new things in Aware and just request it using natural language. We think that this is the future of apps or APIs, where you just request on natural language and then it can automatically perform the task on your different applications. So here it finishes. The only thing that happened at the end, it was like it was not able to finish the set Jira task as completed because it didn't have this expert here. But the task was done properly with a proper summary that now we see. I go back, reload here. We only had our vision on the Confluence, but after reloading, I can see now my report on the key features, okay, innovations that I presented in the latest event. Quite cool. So now we already have it, and let's show just one last thing. So here, now I want my assistant to, again, set the task as completed. Now we will see that he has a small mistake here and failed. But the most interesting part I want to showcase is that we have integrated also temporal awareness into our agents. So I want the assistant to analyze, go and think how long did it take for the system to complete this task. So I'm making the request here, saying something like, okay, tell me how long it took to do Aware 5 and Aware 6. And something that happened is that the assistant creates a new team. We didn't understand this at the start, but now we will go into that. So after trying to convince, to tell him that he should directly analyze it and tell us the time that it took, finally it told me, okay, I took 5 minutes for the first one, Aware 5, and then from 39 until 46, 7 minutes, the Aware 6 was being performed, but it's still showing as ongoing. So that was helpful, but I just want to showcase another emerging behavior. We thought that it was a bug. The agent was not able to showcase what happened, but now when we open the goal to see what was in reality there, we saw that the thing that happened was that the assistant requests to the worker a temporal analysis. So in this case, the Jira one was checking the transition from to do until it was done. So in this case, we can see the Aware 5 make a transition from to do to done at this time, and it didn't have the data for the Aware 6. But this is quite interesting because this means that not only the assistant can use the time that it has in the prompt, but can also request this to different workers, which is something that we didn't even know that was possible. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.